your wings on me when I was so heavy. Put on a symphony when I'm low, 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 low. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. Oh, angel sent from above. I feel it coursing through my blood. Life is a drink, your love's about to make the stars come out. Put your wings on me when I was so heavy. Put on a symphony when I'm low, 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 low. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. La 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 la, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. Let me shoot across the sky. Let me shoot across the Let me shoot across the sky. Let me shoot across the Let me shoot across the sky. Let me shoot across the Let me shoot across the sky. Let me shoot across the You better sing AI Beyonce. You better sing fake Beyonce.
Dang, you fake asshole.
We love some fake assholes over here. Welcome to Welcome to Otaku Talk Part 2. Today we're going to be talking about AI is out of control. And to start the show, we were listening to AI Beyonce Get Down on Some Hymn for the Weekend, which is a Coldplay song, which I absolutely love. And AI Beyonce, I'm loving that one too. I'm not gonna hold you.
She ate down.
Yes, we're enjoying that. So what y'all thought of that chat? What did y'all think of AI Beyonce's cover? We gonna learn today if we get a copyright strike.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You said we gonna learn today. I mean, listen, I don't know how, because I mean covers are allowed on YouTube.
Right, it's a cover.
And it's a cover. It's not.
I feel like Beyonce
Coldplay's
at the house
voice.
fuming though. I feel like Beyonce's at the house fuming.
Actually, when you think about it, it fits what we do anyway to get away with music on there. Like, you know, when people make this, when they speed it up, you know, 2 times and put it on YouTube,
Right.
or if they like take sections out, this is you editing the music. It's a different voice. What's the problem?
But you know Beyonce at the house mad. Because first of all, she'd be like, first of all, I wouldn't have never did that part like that. She probably would have been with her perfectionist. She's like, that's not even, she probably like, that don't even sound like me.
Yeah.
I could just see her at the house.
I could see her saying that. We probably will hear a whole,
I was like, because there are going to be people who hear that and think Beyonce really did a cover.
Right. No, absolutely. Because, I mean, honestly, that's one of the AIs that didn't have not one flaw the entire time. Like this song, Hymn for the Weekend, actually featured Beyonce. So the ending vocals were actually the vocals from this actual song. But you couldn't tell where her main vocals, if you wasn't familiar with the original song, you probably couldn't tell where her actual vocals from the feature and her AI vocals, where they stopped and began. You know, it was that flawless.
That is true. Shout out to the chat. Hey, Rashawn, Yellow Leah. They said they with it. AI say,
AI
Deshaun said
say.
he tired of waiting 3 years for an album. So that was a really good version of an AI cover. So shout out to Leah. She already saw where we were going. We're gonna play this next cover before we roll into the conversation. Because I don't want y'all to think that first of all, Beyonce is Beyonce. Okay. So I just feel like the AI has amazing vocals to learn from. Okay.
Yeah, they got a lot of sound
They
bites.
got
to
a
pull
lot
from.
they got a lot of sound bites. They got a lot of performances. They just
range,
have a lot of catalog, like variety of styles,
different tones. We got
different
her younger
tones,
voice versus her older, more husky voice now. It's just so much
trained vocals.
context.
So we're gonna listen to another cover real quick. This is actually a cover of a Beyonce song by the queen herself, the queen of vocals, the queen of classically trained. Okay, the queen of amazing Super Bowl performances herself. Okay. I'm saying, Leah, I actually didn't become a Beyonce fan until she dropped that first baby. I listened to all of Beyonce music and enjoyed it. But I feel like I didn't become a Beyonce fan until she had that voice dropped a little bit at the blue. It just became so much richer for me. So your stream has been blocked.
Oh, girl, not me thinking Arshawn really like copied that from like. I'm thinking that was like a notation. No, Skynet, girl. I was like, oh my God, Skynet shut us down. Wait a minute. Skynet.
Not you, be the girl. Okay, so we're gonna listen to this cover, y'all, and let me know what y'all think in the chat.
Cut that shit off, girl. Oh my God, the stitches. The stitches. Oh my God, my stomach hurt. The shade in that AI.
I can't make something out of nothing. There is no reality or realm in which Rihanna could hit that note.
The algorithm does not compute the logistics. There's no amount of electronics, electrodes, neurons, digitization.
The multiverse in which Rihanna hit that note. That's what the AI said. There's not. That was shady.
But they could have maybe took somebody else's live vocal and pitched it to sound like Rihanna's.
Beyonce. They should have just took Beyonce's. It just had that one moment of amazing vocal.
Oh, but you know what's funny though? Like, obviously that is hilarious to us that have always teased Rihanna. Even though we love Rihanna, we've always teased Rihanna about the vocals. Sometimes we all heard her sing "Hero" by Mariah Carey, but there's like AIs of like Playboi Carti, who Playboi Carti is not no like vocalist. Wait, you actually sent me the Playboi Carti and Kanye West.
Kanye and Playboi, yeah.
With Kanye sounds like a choice on that, but actually Playboy's part in that song, what is it? Is it the Hey There Delilah? What song is it?
Oh, the Hey There Delilah. Well, no,
I didn't mean me on.
Oh, yeah, somebody I used to know.
Somebody that I used to know, that one. Yeah, Playboi Carti's like AI kind of sounds cute on that.
I'm like, not be mad, because even with the Kanye ones, this would be Kanye if he was vocally trained, right? Like if he really some of these are like, it's his tone. Like it definitely sounds like Kanye, but this would be a very like vocally trained Kanye.
That's so crazy to think about.
That would give me a complex. Talk about imposter syndrome,
right? Like
I gotta be out here with a trained voice, and now I know how I be sounding.
Like y'all put a 1 in the chat if you heard Nicki Minaj sing Grand Piano on the highly anticipated album. Was it Woman? I don't know what it was called, but her last album where she was like an Egyptian cat in a tree. She did a song called Grand Piano, which is a ballad, and somebody did an AI version of her singing Woman by Doja Cat, and it was just so like evident, because not like Nicki Minaj don't got musicality. Of course, Nicki Minaj got musicality, but it's like when it comes to like singing,
yeah,
it ain't the same as like Doja's understanding of how to use her voice when it comes to singing. And
but what was crazy was the AI even like where she would hold a note versus where she wouldn't. Like that was also another good cover because I felt like Doja held some of those notes and like Nicki wouldn't. And like it was like the AI picked up on that.
That's the thing too, because it's not just pitching the song up or down or trying to make it sound like them. Like it really is taking, I want to say, like vocal habits from these artists and really infusing them into these songs. Like
Rihanna clearly sound. I wouldn't put it past Rihanna asked to come on somebody's stage and perform it.
But let's not completely play. Like Rihanna does kind of sound cute on Cuff It. Like it kind of, I think it kind of sounds like a cute.
Where
her actual, like, if not her reaching, some choices gonna have to be changed. But I don't know when it's like I think it's kind of cute, vibey.
Rihanna on Cuff It. I think that's the choice to be changed.
Ooh.
Okay,
maybe if we didn't have Beyonce's version first, maybe if it was like an artist wrote Cuff It, shopped it to Beyonce for some strange reason she didn't want it, and it went to Rihanna, and Rihanna put it out, I probably would have I would have bopped to it.
Yeah, I better get that shit to Ariana or Doja.
Damn, am I the only one?
Ariana Grande, she white right now, so she wouldn't have took it.
Not right now.
She white this year.
Ariana said, "Have you never learned what makeup can do to your face?"
I'm just saying, Ariana's white this year. She was Asian last year, and she was black the year before that.
I haven't really been looking at Ariana lately, so I thought last time I checked, she was still Asian. But I'm gonna look at her.
Oh no, she's white. She's blonde. She looks hungry. She looks like
hey, we're gonna body shame her now.
No, I'm not body shaming her, but she looks like her fans are concerned. Like I'm not joking.
They are. They really are. They like she did post that sad ass video that she was talking about, huh?
I mean, she hasn't said anything like, and of course she don't have to tell people she's sick, but I mean, no, like seriously, like we've seen Ariana over the years and she definitely looks sick. I don't know what's wrong with her. She might be sick, but it's also giving Gwyneth Paltrow the blonde she is right now.
Well, we'll know she fully crossed over to Gwyneth Paltrow era when she starts selling pussy candles.
Oh Jesus! Nobody want Gwyneth Paltrow pussy. Look, okay. Sorry, we moving on. Okay, so the conversation with this, of course, with all this music coming out, which is amazing. Like, I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of torn because I'm enjoying like hearing these songs imagined with artists I enjoy on their own music and like with songs that I've heard MJ did. We get new MJ music. Like, I'm kind of torn. How do you feel about it? Like, what are your feelings about?
We're gonna get into some other AI topics later, but this specific version, this lane of AI, I am eating it up, and I do feel a way about myself for enjoying it in the level that I do. But earlier, like Rashawn said, I'm getting tired of waiting 3, 4, 5 years between albums, baby. You already don't do no interviews. Y'all, obviously, I'm speaking directly to Beyonce. You already don't do no interviews. You already barely feed us as it is. Granted, when you do give it to us, it's magical. Thank you, I appreciate it. But it's a drought out here in between. So if all of a sudden I can actually hear Beyonce do a JoJo song, I'ma click it. I'ma download it, as I have been too, because eventually. Y'all, these songs are gonna get ripped the hell down. It's only a matter of time. So I've been downloading my ass off.
You downloading
these AI songs because they are some of these are really good. Some of them are really good, and I feel no way you're not gonna block my happiness. The way I smile when I heard that the first AI song, I was just blown away. And I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to take me to jail.
No, I think it's great. And I mean, to speak to this, it's like there's still mixing involved. There's still engineering. The artist still has to have, a lot of source material for the AI to learn from. But I just think about it as a creative. Like I think about it just from the angle of a creative. Like your voice is your craft. It's your instrument. It's
Right.
what makes you unique, and just see it replicated out there.
Right.
Is
I
that
know
has
it
to
gotta
feel
feel bad for
terrible.
the creator. Right. It has to. But listen, I'm still gonna support you and buy your music, but this is gonna get downloaded
But
today.
I
But
think,
I do
well,
hate
that's
that for them.
today. But like, even think about like how the technology is coming, where you could do the hologram concerts. Like, where is this gonna
Uh,
stop?
uh,
MJ was performing. He been dead for a minute. I mean,
I totally forgot to sing you that performance of Whitney Houston singing with Christina Aguilera.
it's creepy.
Did you see it? Did you end up looking it up?
Did I look at that one? What is it? I feel like I might have saw it when it happened. For
It was a
real.
couple years ago. I think
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera was in like a white dress, and at some point, because Whitney Houston was changing dresses with butterflies, but I think she was in like a red dress at one point. But they were doing now Whitney Houston is dead in the ground at this point in time. But they just
I think it's creepy.
Christina just decided, I don't know if it was her or whoever put it together, decided to do a hologram of Whitney Houston. But if y'all haven't seen that performance, that Whitney Houston was singing down, and these wasn't no old vocals that they done came and stitched and just threw Christina, like told her when to come in to make it sound like a duet. This was like a curated duet. They were like battling each other, going
But
back
this is
and
the
forth,
thing,
run
then.
for run. And that was so, I still can't wrap my head around how they created that.
But then I mean, they've generally, I mean, sound engineers, they've had this tech for a while. And if you're a sound engineer, I mean, these are some just like people who are doing sound engineering classically doing this, but you got people who are the producers of the people in Hollywood. I mean, I'm sure they could produce that, and like they've probably already had some access to this kind of tech. So it would be kind of interesting to see if, well, y'all allowed to summon people from the dead and have them perform. So why? I guess it's just like I feel like the angle they're going to take is rights to the music itself. Like, what angle do you think they're going to attack? Because I mean, they're not going to be able to just do this forever. Like, this isn't going to stay this
Right.
way. So
Right.
which angle do you think they're going to attack with it? Attack this AI music from? Is it from the artist, like into like the artist likeness as far as the voice, or is it going to be the rights to the music from the record company?
I'm gonna say it could definitely affect and change the way covers navigate the internet, because I feel like that's gonna be the way that it gets tackled. Maybe from just my unlearned opinion, I think that's an easy way to start, for them, as far as trying to think of what could be probably the most successful or get the most traction to tackle this, because it is running rampant so much right now. I feel like they're gonna try to like change the guidelines when it comes to what people can do with their music.
Yeah, they're gonna
I
have to do
want to
some
say
like
that they
yeah.
probably like will have some kind of an angle if it was like a implication of like maybe the person feels violated in a way, that type of thing, because they could have somebody who has like a big fan base of children, like a really young
Right.
audience, and they over here
Oh, like
singing wet
duet
ass pussy,
thing. That's
you
true.
know.
Yeah, because they don't have control over what type of music you're putting their voice with,
So
and
like defamation of character, that
yeah.
type of
I remember
thing.
Dave Chappelle talking about in some of these contracts, like even the companies have a right to their likeness in some of that stuff. So I still feel like the record companies will be. I kind of think they're gonna shut down. I don't know if they're gonna attack the AI music directly. I do also think it's possible that they could attack just like regular people like me and you being able to make content with this technology, because it just feels
Yeah,
like more right to the capitalistic nature to not like shut down the tech
that's
because
gonna
they
be the
want to use the
easiest to
tech.
hit. I feel like that's gonna be the
Yeah, and
easiest
they
to
want to
hit.
use the tech themselves to make these performances. So they probably wouldn't want to regulate it too much. But they're probably going to attack YouTubers and monetization and or strikes and stuff like that.
Hmm. I can
I
see
just feel
that.
like
I
that's what they're
absolutely
doing.
can see that.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
honestly
AI,
as surprised is because it's been out for like not been out because it's been this technology's been out for a while, but for the last 3 weeks, I want to say is when the craze of this whole AI cover thing has started.
it's really starting to blow up. In your ass, so is AI making old music sound? They're basically mishmashing, basically. Like, you put an MJ voice on somebody else's song, or you putting artist voice on different songs. The AI is replicating the voice of an artist, and they're putting it on music that exists already most of the time. But I'm sure they could write them on new music if they wanted to. But people want to hear the songs they already know. But I was thinking that like this AI music thing and the explosion of AI reminds me a lot of fast fashion, as far as how fast fashion came and made it harder for a lot of like small businesses and smaller stores to compete in the online space. So I feel it feels a lot alike to me because, fast fashion, for those of you who don't know, that's the people like Shein and, Fashion Nova. You can get a shirt for $2, Temu, all these people. They're selling these cheaply made clothes for very cheap prices. And it's hard for small businesses to really compete with that. Bigger brands have their brand name to really hold their own against it. So it really starts to affect the small creators. And I feel like the AI music ultimately is going to hurt the smaller creators first, more so than these bigger names. What do you think about that?
No, I fully 100% agree with that entire thing. Like, I really do. I mean, it just feels like the direction
is going.
That it'll be going. Yeah. And Rashawn said, I don't know, the music is an easy copyright. Voice can be mimicked without AI, like y'all said, with covers. Impersonating has been a thing, and it has. But I feel like there's a different level when it's so unrecognizable. Like, because I mean, when I hear like what's his name on SNL that does like Jay-Z and Ja Rule.
Oh yeah, just like those
DMX.
I can't.
Yeah, like they do sound really like Jay Nova does probably one of the only people that I know really can do Beyonce like flawlessly.
Right.
But at the same time,
true.
I still know it's them. Like there's
they're showing
like
their
they
faces.
never. Yeah, even if they're not showing their faces, they're still like is that them? But like some of these AIs is just like. It just genuinely sounds like their voice. But not all of them, obviously.
Scary.
But some of them just really genuinely sound like they're in the studio producing this music. Like I don't know. It just seems a little different to me, just a little bit. But I definitely understand and get what you're saying. But I don't know. I just can't shake the feeling. It's a little bit more intrusive.
It does. And then like these things don't exist in a vacuum, which is rolling us into like why this is very concerning now, because some of these things by themselves aren't really scary. Yes, thank you, Leah. Jay Pharoah is his name.
Jay Pharoah. Yeah.
Yes. Like now we have deep fakes too, though. So if you start to add in, you have deep fake technology, you have AI voice technology. You also have ChatGPT technology, which can replicate writing styles, speech, like all that stuff. This is a recipe to completely replace a real person with like, AI.
You could, some fangirl out there got a robot Bow Wow, literally with the same personality. He texts her like Bow Wow probably would, because she combining all of that information you just said.
Yeah, it's very creepy. Like I can't do it right now. I could. Do y'all think ChatGPT could write a Beyonce song for us?
Oh, I'll tell you if it feel like it too. I'll tell you if I feel in my soul if my girl wrote it.
I think it only has info up to like, is it 2019, y'all? It's something. So it's still behind. Some things that didn't exist before, it doesn't really have a lot of data on. So you have to also remember that.
You know what I want?
What?
I want AI Tengen Levi fanfic.
Ooh, now you remember
NSFW too.
When we did the Wattpad. Now the way some of these Wattpads be, I know ChatGPT could do better than that.
Listen, okay.
I'm just saying, because that Levi one
they come up with.
The one we cried our way through from laughing so hard, I'm sure ChatGPT can do better than that.
I'm gonna go back and watch that episode. I really remember my cheeks just literally hurting.
I was crying so hard trying to read that one sentence. Every time I go back and look at it and I laugh. I have a clip of it somewhere and it makes me laugh. I'm up here like see anemone mini. I hate that word. Anemone money. See anemone. See anemone. It's anemone, right? It's anemone, right? This is why I don't smoke. Anyway.
It's anemone, right? Anemone? Which one is it?
Anemone. So let's get into deep fakes because Torn has had a lot of giggles today.
Oh, yes.
So I was saying that this is cute. The music is fun. It's cute. We're enjoying it. But there's a dark side to AI. And we've started to roll into deep fake territory, which has been around for a while. But I think with machine learning and the voices coming in and ChatGPT, I think it's just going to get out of control, right?
Right.
So there was a scandal on Twitch where Twitch streamers were getting their faces put onto pornographic material using deep fakes, which is absolutely crazy. So what do you think about that? What y'all think about that in the chat? Like deep fakes, does everybody know what a deep fake is?
Yeah, I guess we should start with that just in case.
Yeah, y'all know my my computer be pixelated. So I think people have at least seen one deep fake. I'm gonna try to find a more recent one because they've gotten better over the years. But go ahead, Twan.
So it is essentially so a deep fake is a video of a person which their face or body has been digitally altered so that their appearance is someone else's, typically used in a malicious manner or to spread false information. So deep fakes have been, I mean, if you was a wild child on your parents' computer at the early ages without no supervision, you probably seen a lot of deep fakes in the past. A la, I don't know, somebody taking Chris Evans' head and putting it on a prawn star that's fully exposed, real easy little Photoshop cut and paste situation. But at this point in 2023, the fakes have gotten out of control to the point where they are like actually having people's faces melded to a whole nother body performing sexual acts, like
it's crazy.
That is completely over the top and completely wild. Very dangerous ability to have, and I can see how it would definitely hurt and affect somebody that's the victim of it. Like if it's like, imagine the most cookie cutter, the most sweetheart, don't hurt nobody, put nothing but good energy out in the world, and she is just in here on a deep fake video getting thrashed by Thanos. Like that's kind of hilarious, but at the same time, it's so sad.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, like, and there was a whole scandal with that, where I think I actually sent you the video. I know Yella talked about it on his stream earlier today, where he was talking about it. But there have been scandals where, I mean, now y'all know boomers be on the internet believing in anything already.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
They be falling for the deep fake. So, I mean, this is absolutely terrible. I know there were Twitch streamers. Like, there was a streamer, she found out that there was a whole Discord where people were posting deep fakes of her doing, like, porn and stuff like that. And, I mean, that's absolutely terrible. So, like, I'm going to...
that shit got back to your parents. And your parents, like, before bringing it to you, like, just sat there and saw, like, 50 videos of you getting your back blown out. And... like, imagine just the repercussions of that. Trying to convince them that it's fake. Trying to convince them that it's not you. Like, that's not me. Like, are you really gonna play that shit to my face? I'm looking at you. This is your... Ooh, and imagine they start combining the deep fake with the voice in these things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we already know deep fakes are a problem. And now you're adding in this AI voice tech. I mean, those two together are gonna be absolutely terrible. I don't think we're going to be able to tell all the time. I think it's going to get to the point where, I mean, at this point, I have a theory that things are going to kind of go back in a way. Just like with fast fashion, I think with AI and artists, I think celebrities will come back in the way they were in the past. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be just giving you all this free content. Kind of like before there was social media and everybody was relatable and everybody, just was on TikTok and everything. Celebrities, you had to pay money to see them. You want to go to a concert, they weren't up, I think to some degree I could see, because of this, things kind of going back to an older time when celebrities were really just, you had to pay to go see them in person.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest, I wouldn't be the most upset about that because number one, it would drastically, forcibly cut my viewing time down on the internet.
Right.
If I wasn't keeping up with some of these celebrities, I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, I can fully see that going in that direction.
Like a rebound
because like after a certain while, it's like you can ignore certain things regardless if you think regardless if you think of it as a serious issue or whatever. Now, it's just the things that this could lead to, like. And when would the internet be doing too much? Like at what point would it be crossing the line? If not this alone, and also I did want to I'm glad you brought that up about Greg Bryant's comment.
Yeah.
When he was like, I just don't see it as that big of a deal. Like, I mean, from a person that's sitting and viewing this stuff, like not being the person affected, like it like maybe if you had images of yourself leak with like your head cut off and put on other people, but to people that aren't like set up that way, like seeing themselves in that type of like knowing other people are like pleasure themselves in that way to you.
Yeah, that's like violating. That's super violating.
Yeah, I mean, like some people, they probably wouldn't give a fuck. Like me, I'm over here like Rashad, like shit, deep fake some muscles on me, put me on Morris Chestnut, and I'll be good to go. But I fully, just because I don't feel crazy weirded out or like will think about that for too much at all, I'll be able to move on. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Y'all know that ain't my body. Y'all know that ain't my situation over here.
Figure, and like you have a brand that you've built up, that you don't do these kind of things.
Right.
There are people watching you do something that's so off brand. You know what I mean? This isn't like just somebody who was minding their own business and like, oh, a few people would see it. This is like you put in work to build a brand, and somebody is using that brand to put you on content that you would never do. Like,
right. And me personally, I hate seeing horrible people be happy and succeed. And like I'm like that makes me feel icky with people that's out in the world that I just have seen evidence of them being garbage, horrible people, and they just are thriving. Like the idea of somebody that the idea of like some disgusting creepo like legitimately getting his rocks off to me, that would bother me. I don't want to be a part in your sick happiness.
And like somebody sent this to this one creator, which she found out there was this whole other Discord where they were like posting these videos of her. And I just kind of like, I guess she needed to know, but I just also feel like that's very traumatic, And yeah, you should have the right to your own image.
Right.
Which that's just terrible. As a woman, you already hold on, y'all.
Yeah, Rashawn, that's what I'm hoping comes out of this. If anything, people are hearing these AIs do covers of these songs and sounding probably better than a project or two that some people done put out.
Yeah, I'd be hurt if the AI sounded better than me.
Oh my God. And imagine if it like hit SoundCloud or something and like it just started doing numbers.
And people started requesting you to sing it at like concerts.
Oh, and then that's another thing too. I feel like you'll just lose autonomy over your creative and the direction you go, because everybody is going to have reference now of something that sounded good, some genre, some type of music, and that's all you're going to be hearing. Like, listen to this, oh my God, somebody did this of you should do this for your next album. And then
it's
when
like
you put out
filter
something
of yourself, it's like the effects of like always seeing your face with a filter, and then you see your face without a filter, and it's like, ooh, little jump scare. I mean, that's in essence what this is going to be like.
But that's the thing. Like we wouldn't have an idea of what your voice could sound like on some random genre, but if we did have your voice on every genre out here and we could pinpoint where your voice makes us the most happy, and then you put out somebody at work that's amazing, especially to you, and you put it out and that's not what we want to hear. That's not that, we don't want that no more.
Right.
We want this disco shit. Right, exactly. And so that, like, I feel like that could just fuck with the mindset of your fan base after a while.
I don't know. So, I mean, you have the deep fakes. You had that whole scandal on Twitch where the guy was watching this fake, deep fake pornography of this other streamer.
Let's get into that specifically, please.
He had to come out and apologize. So, yeah, I mean, have y'all seen the video? I'll pull it up for reference. Y'all know my frames don't be framing. It be looking like Minecraft. But I'll pull it up just so if you've seen it, you might recall it if you see it. You know what I mean? So... But go ahead. What did you think about that whole situation?
So yeah, this streamer, what is his name?
Atrioc.
Yeah, Atrioc. So he was streaming or whatever, and he did that thing where you minimize your entire screen so all your windows show up at once. And one of his windows was a Pornhub.com video of two of these female streamers in a deep fake video, having sex with each other. So he got caught red-handed, came back on stream, and brought his girlfriend on stream. I don't know if she requested to be there or if he brought her to gain some sympathy or something, some kind of character witness. He brought her up here, and he's over here apologizing, giving the typical, "It's not in my character. This isn't a what he said, a continuous habit thing. This isn't a pattern of interest or something like that." And basically just trying to apologize because he got caught. And I'm sitting here like, one of my biggest pet peeves, huh?
I said, you've been cackling all day.
I have been cackling because look at him. I'm sorry. Like, dude, you were up at 3 a.m. getting yours. Okay? Listen, ain't nobody's morals shifted on. And if they are, like, you can't keep using that excuse of "this is not my character, this is not who I am," because you were living your best life at 2:30 a.m. I know you were.
Who else was it?
Who else?
Somebody's not me. Who was
right?
It?
Where did you get it from?
It?
Who possessed you at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Now I can see if I'm gonna I can see if I can play it, but y'all know it'd be giving Minecraft. So y'all in the chat, let me know if it's giving Minecraft.
His girlfriend explained what exactly happened.
We call booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made like a weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on the stream. And we don't tolerate any sexual behavior in the chat. We ban it on site. And
when the stream go off.
And like I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then fucking at 2 a.m., I've been watching
this one time.
I've been reading so much fucking AI stuff. I'm reading all this fucking stuff about AI and fucking deepfake.
Pause for a second. We've been studying AI in preparation for the show. Have we stumbled upon? Have we been watching any Twitch streamer deepfake pornography? Twan, is that part of research of AI?
I didn't.
Yeah, somehow I didn't stumble across that either. Okay.
No, we'll pause it when he mentions how this AI stuff started. Pause it after that because I wanted to go ahead, press play. Okay. I'll tell you what.
Music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these fucking Discords, and I just feel so embarrassing, man. But I was on fucking Pornhub, dude. I was on a fucking regular ass normal fucking website, and there was an ad. There's an ad on every fucking video for this fucking. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every fucking video.
Not this man. Like I get he's trying to minimalize his late night behavior as much as possible, but he's trying to come at it like, I guess, like, I'm so ashamed.
It was like, you know how it follows you on the internet, everything you're doing. It's like, yeah, he's
right. But he was like, it's on every freaking video. The first thing I thought of was like, bro, he got like 20 tabs open, and he keeps seeing the same deep fake ad on all of these tabs. So I bet that part is very true. I bet that part is absolutely true.
It's true, but you didn't have to click it. You had to click because that was on your window, sir. That was on your window. Yes, Leah, she is crying too, which is sending me.
Yes, this
Okay,
girl with this tissue.
this is what happened when you got an empathic girlfriend. I guess she an empath, so he hurting, so she hurting. I'll be crying laughing. I actually be crying.
I'll be in the back like, you
and then I click it,
dumbass.
and I'm fucking in this fucking rabbit hole, and at 2 a.m. I don't know. I got morbidly curious, and I clicked something,
curious.
it's just fucking, it's gross.
Morbidly
It's gross, and I'm
curious.
sorry. I
He was
really
living
fucking
his life.
It's
He
not.
was like, finally, I get to see
He ain't even looking at the camera. Look at the camera, bitch.
So embarrassing.
this.
But
I need a
we'll
perfume
get it
called
wrong.
White
It's
Tears.
not like
I'm
a fucking
sorry.
pattern of behavior.
I like to collect
And
them in a little jar.
I don't know what I want to say or not, but I just hate doing this on stream, man. This is not what my stream's about at all.
She is
She's
though. Look at her in the
I
back.
just
Going.
feel bad.
It's
And I
so
also promised
broken. Holy.
the people that are in my community that were
Oh my
that
god.
were talking, and they felt so
Shit.
let down, and it
The
made me
bag
feel
is
so
full.
Oh my god.
The
Talk.
bag.
People love when they can't lie no
As
more.
long as I live, like as
Effectively.
long as I live, I'll never do anything like this again.
I'll never do something like this.
And I don't know. I'm just the most fucking vanilla. It's just
Oh,
too much
so
information. I'm
vanilla.
the most fucking vanilla guy.
Oh,
I don't do
when it comes to
anything.
like we
oh.
don't do
I don't look
sexual
at
jokes on
girls
here.
having
Vanilla
sex
guys
with each
look at the
other.
weirdest
I fucking
shit. Oh my god.
Reddit, not safe for work gifts is 99% if I ever do any fucking porn. It's so weird to say, but I don't know. I just clicked the fucking link at 2 a.m. and
And you watched
the
it?
morals didn't catch up to me.
The morals didn't catch
I'm
up to
sorry.
me.
I really fucking am. I don't know if you have any. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, it's just it's
Girl,
deeply upsetting and extremely embarrassing.
girl,
Girl, you
Deeply
didn't first
founded
of
into-
all.
like
You didn't have to be there. Were y'all watching it together on his stream? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
I
Couldn't be
genuinely,
my daughter.
I don't get why you crying, bitch. Like, if I'm a choose to, like, granted, I'm not gonna listen. To me, I don't know if I'm different. Prawn is prawn, okay? Like, if my partner's watching some prawn, I want to watch it too. Put it on.
But
Let's
it's
see what you're looking
definitely-
at.
because he was live when this happened. That's how he got caught, right?
Well, no, I don't. I think
Wait,
this.
this is
No,
after.
he just still had the window
And
up.
then you left it up like you wanted to come back to it.
He don't. That's the thing. He don't forgot like he had it minimized or something. So when he did that whole screen, it popped up and it was one of them. Oh shit.
Yeah, no.
moments,
So
you
that
know.
means you purposely didn't close it because you were intending to come back to
He was
it
gonna go
later.
back to it.
Yeah, you didn't want to lose it. So you
He
you
didn't want to.
had-
He didn't want to bookmark it. He didn't want it to be that
Yeah,
permanent.
he keep 20 tabs open, so we already know he on demon time.
That's true.
So I just like, why she apologized? Girl, this isn't his wife, y'all. This is his girlfriend.
That's
Okay.
the thing. This is you are not attached to. I mean, granted, I don't know what kind of streamer he is. He has to be a big one, right?
I guess.
Because if there's all this hubbub, he got to be a popular streamer. So
I
he's
mean, he
probably
was
pulling
watching
in some
Pookie
kind of
Man, which
revenue.
is she's a very big streamer.
Yeah, I know she. I know her name. I don't know Atrioc.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I'm just saying it could be that it was his chat moving. So I'm like, but it could be because he was who he was watching, or,
Right.
you know, maybe he got bigger after this. I'm not really sure. I ain't never heard of him, but
Right, but I'm just trying to think of ways as to how my ass, as a grown ass woman, because that's what she is, how I would be sitting next to this man who's crying over getting caught watching Prime. Granted, yeah, I guess the context of it, the optics of it, is jarring for the people in the chat, like especially like her fans, the two people in the video, their fans.
Mhm.
You know, like I can get you being overwhelmed with the amount of hate and sick this, sick that, blah blah. And that's what he's really crying over. That's what he's
he's
sad
crying over this bag because he probably
Right.
he's gonna lose brand sponsorships, and then it's
Right.
like, I mean, because we're talking about the ramifications of some of this stuff. Like, what happens? Like, not necessarily him per se, because he didn't create it, but like, who do you sue? Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
If it's
according
like-
to the
if
girl,
one-
she gonna find him.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, he was just watching it. But I'm just saying, as far as if you're a victim of this, like, if somebody put out revenge pornography, you can go
Mhm.
after them for damages, right? But if it's just AI and deep fakes, like, you are so powerless as the victim. I mean,
I
they'll
guess
just
you
be
try
terrible.
I guess you try to wiggle like process of elimination down to the source of the posting. You know, that's the best thing you could
So
probably
hard
do.
on the internet because if you have a VP, like there's one thing if
Oh
somebody
yeah, that's
distributed
true.
to a company and sold it and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, and they because somewhere like Pornhub is basically like YouTube. People just load stuff up on there. So it's not even
Well, they could if they're the one that loaded it. I feel like if it like let's
you don't have
say,
to have a
granted, this isn't
verified account
something
to
that
post
was
on Pornhub either.
right. So I'm just saying let's this might be an extreme jump, but let's just say if it was child prawn, right?
Right.
And somebody uploaded it, like they didn't create it, but they uploaded it to Pornhub, and
Mhm.
I guess the police are trying to find out, where it came from.
Mhm.
So they would tackle that profile first,
Yeah, of course,
like
that's gonna
find
be
who that, and
the
then where did you
start.
get it? Like there's gonna, I feel like there's like not everybody's gonna be as genius to be able to completely cover their tracks, especially when it comes to
I
stuff
know,
like
it's just
this. I feel
terrible.
like
Like it's one thing back in the past, all you had to worry is about. Well, I know I ain't out here shooting flicks, and you was good, but now you even gotta be out here shooting flicks, and you gotta be
yeah, you
worried
can
about
still
stuff coming up online.
you could literally have an OnlyFans making. I didn't even
That's what I'm
think about that.
saying.
I
You can
did
have a
not even
whole
think about
OnlyFans.
that. People probably could have a whole OnlyFans just dedicated to deep fakes of their favorite celebrities and like really making coin off of it.
That's
Because
what I'm saying.
how the 2 a.m. crowd be when it comes to OnlyFans. They will
This
subscribe
has
to
to
anything.
stop. They have to be stopped.
I didn't think about the monetization of
Crazy.
it, like how it could literally,
Well, that's the
like people
problem with
really
all
could
of
be
this
making it
stuff.
off of it now.
That's like a big problem with all of the stuff now. I don't know if YouTube monetizes these AI channels,
Mm-hmm.
but like imagine like some of these channels that get millions of views listening to a AI cover of a song.
Right.
Monetize off that?
I was not thinking about that. I don't know if YouTube would allow you to though. I feel like with the way
I
they
see
like,
the
I want
other
to.
channels are monetized, but I
I
think if they
personally,
reviewed it and looked at it was AI songs that got you most of your views. I think a human does review it before you get monetized. So probably
right.
not.
Like I want to personally upload a AI song just to see what a strike would look like if I got one. You know what I mean? Like I just want to see
Right.
if it happens. I ain't got one yet, so my first I can throw one away. I might do that because I'm interested. This is research, y'all.
Sorry, my toddler was asking me something.
Oh no.
So let's finish this video. Oh wait, we were at the end. Okay.
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
was like where she came in and started talking about it, but that's just crazy. I'm gonna play one more video of a person who was the victim of this. Also, if you guys like to collect tears of moon demons in jars, but she's legit. Like this is a person who was the victim of it. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I was watching that video. Like, imagine him and his girlfriend. That's all like y'all tears don't mean nothing to me.
Nothing.
You crying, but you're not the victim.
Right. You cry. Right. That part.
Crying this hard and you're not the victim, and you like
fake
all
ass
these tears. You're not the person in this deep fake pornography. It just is so crazy to me. Like imagine crying that hard and it's not even you in the video.
Yeah, that's why I'm with you, Leah. Talking about didn't she say, is it bad that I'm laughing or something like this? Wasn't that a comment earlier? Yeah, it's not. I was cackling. It almost brought tears to my eyes. That shit was hilarious. If you don't get your ass out of here.
Because he was really forcing them little tears out.
Oh,
now this woman has a right to be crying. So when I said if y'all collect the tears, I was talking about them because I just like imagine crying that hard.
There's also a part in this that I giggled, and I will tell y'all later. I'm sorry.
In this one?
Yes, I'll tell y'all later.
To its core recently, when deep fake adult content featuring female streamers was discovered. Twitch streamer Cutie Cinderella is one of the streamers who found themselves featured in the videos, and she went live for a few minutes to share the pain that she felt.
Atrioc for showing it to thousands of people. The people DMing me pictures of myself from that website. You all, if you are able to look at that, you are the problem. You see women as an object. It should not be part of my job to be harassed, to see pictures of me nude spread around. It should not be something that is found on the internet. It shouldn't be. That shouldn't be a part of my job. And the person that made that website, I'm going to sue you. I promise you. With every part of my soul, I'm going to sue you.
The streaming world was
Sorry.
shaken to its core.
It was that
when
that smile at the
deepfake
end.
It was
that
the
got
smile
me.
through the like
featuring
absolute
female
tears,
streamers
like
was discovered.
yeah.
Twitch streamer Cutie
Not cute.
Cinderella is one of the streamers who found themselves featured in the
Okay,
videos,
so that was it.
and she went
Yeah, just rewind it. And I'm actually in the full video. If you watch her full one, she's like, she opens it with like, I'm so glad y'all can't see my face right now. She goes, "This is what pain looks like. If you want to know what pain looks like, this is it." I'm sorry, that part made me equal too, but
Oh
I
my
fully feel
God.
for the girl. Like that really
That's
fucking
traumatic.
sucks. It is like, especially we ain't even gonna get into whether or not these people even know the ages of some of these people.
Ooh,
You know,
right.
we not even gonna do that.
Oh God. Well, I just shout out to all the cops who work in the dark web to shut down the pervs, because you already know if regular people are doing this, you know the pervs are out here. You know what I mean? Doing the most with AI. So I already know that's happening. He said, but it's not really you though. I don't know. I think that's too much of a simplified thing. If people really
Yeah,
knew
that screams discounting of feelings.
yeah, because if there's people who can't even tell they're looking at a deep fake.
Right. There's
people who
people
know who
out here in the
believe that's
world that
really
is
you.
going to believe this. Right.
Right.
Not everybody is us, man. Because there's times when my mama bring me something and she like, "This real," and I'm like, "I'm gonna take your whole phone and internet away." Because there's no way some of this stuff you clicking on, you are not bringing this to me.
Or if a
asking me if
brand
it's
caught it,
real.
like you got it. Once again, I think a lot of people are looking at it as like you're a regular person who doesn't have a brand built up. That a lot of these streamers we're talking, especially these streamers. I mean, me as a regular person, I would be shook and traumatized. Like I would feel violated and exploited, right, Leah? But just imagine you have a brand. These people have brand deals and like all kinds of
Yeah.
things depending on you having a certain image. Like you can
Absolutely.
lose legitimate opportunities if somebody saw that and thought that was really you, or even just the
even with
drama of it.
Right. That's what I was
can-
about to say, Brie. Even with the proof that it's not you, even with that proof, the whole conversation of that and the idea of that and the imagery being out there is enough for a lot of brands to be like, nah, we good on you
we
though.
gonna separate ourselves. We don't want to be
Yeah. We
involved
just
in
don't want
that.
to be part of the narrative.
I mean, she can't sue them because it's her likeness. I mean, unless she got a twin somewhere that's in porn, yeah, it don't have to be me. You're using deepfake technology, which means you crafted this to look like me. So I think you could still sue them for stealing your likeness and putting it on.
Right.
That's harm. That's almost like what's the word? If it's defamation in a way, almost like how you can sue somebody for defamation of character.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's what it feels like to me.
That's the first thing I
Right.
thought of.
yeah, it's definitely a defamation of character. Just to get your rocks out to exactly, and that's the real tea, Leah. Get into that.
Right.
All
To the
these sex
consenting ones.
workers, all
That's
these
what-
sex workers.
I'm
Only
sorry. If
Go
anybody
ahead.
listening to Otaku Talk that got one of them full on whole human being silicone people, I'm sorry. It just I be looking at you a little crazy because like how is that not that's just having sex with just a lifeless body. You know what I mean?
But
Have you seen those?
yeah,
Like I don't like how is like what is that doing for you? Is it because they can't speak back? Is it because they can't challenge you? Is it because they can get you just is because you want to have sex with a person just whenever you
for
want?
some people, I don't feel like that's too far off to their real life experience. For one, and two,
Ooh,
you know,
was
if
that
you
a
look
read?
at people as objects, then why not get a real object? Shit, I'd rather you get a real object and leave real people alone.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just very telling.
It's
sometimes, I
sad,
feel like.
but see, Yella said the same thing. Most men are doing that anyway. Dead starfish. Hashtag dead starfish. Dead fish
Oh,
eyes.
that's what you meant. I was like, was that a read?
Hashtag dead fish eyes. Hashtag starfish. I mean,
He said, well, why not do it anyway? I mean, yeah, it be bothering me. Like, I don't know. I saw this one. There's just one person that pops up. Like I think there is, oh, fuck. What is the name?
what?
I can't remember the name, damn it. But anyway, it was a streamer that popped up. I can't think they was playing, I can't remember what game they were playing, but they popped up with, and just brought it into frame, like an entire thing. And he was like grabbing her by the front and being like, gonna have fun with this later tonight. And I was just like, this is the lamest thing I've ever seen on the
I'm
planet.
sorry, I
but,
didn't mean to
like,
say ill like that.
are you
I'm sorry. It
flexing?
just came out.
It
I
was
don't know.
just
I feel like some of
this
this
felt like a real hard flex for this person
it's
that
just,
they could buy this. And
and I wish some of this could surprise me, but honestly, it just will never get like all this porn out here, and you gotta make stuff with people who don't want to do that. Like
yeah,
it was how much is enough? You couldn't find nobody on all the interwebs that was cute enough for you to get off to.
that's true. It's find the consenting ones, the ones that are here for it, the ones that said, "Here, you can look at my private parts spread to the high heavens." I want
Right.
you to. I'm getting paid for it. But like
Right.
little
Versus
Sarah,
someone who's not getting paid from this and who
right?
doesn't want to do it. That's
Let this girl play My Little Pony Island on her own and without having to deal with this stuff.
right. She's just on because she came on the internet and was talking to people on the live. She deserves to be put onto explicit material because some weirdo somewhere just couldn't find no woman on the internet to jack off.
to be on the internet. It comes with it. I already know that's somebody's argument queuing up right now. Like that like the fact that things could happen doesn't mean that they should. And when
Right.
you have that mentality, it just gives those people even more reason to go even further, because it's like, I mean, so what? It's not hurting them. Yeah, maybe not
clearly
physically.
hurting her.
This video
It's
is
clearly hurting her.
You're right.
It's traumatic and it's
Yeah,
emotional. And
the video's
it's
not curb
scarring.
stomping her, but it's doing some damage.
It's definitely the exploitation. Yeah, I mean, of course, we know that there are people out here who only get off when they feel like they're exploiting somebody or have a position of power over somebody. So I definitely think that hold on. There are photorealistic comic porn of all kind of people. Okay, somebody drawing, and that's still exploiting. If I didn't give you permission to use my likeness in explicit material, I don't want it used in explicit material. I don't care if it's 2D, 3D, 4D. I don't care.
Yeah.
A Roblox version, I ain't give you permission to use my image in explicit stuff.
Right.
It's not okay. I know people do it, but that doesn't mean it's okay.
Like would
You know?
would any of the, like, if it's like, just I want to say, like, imagine if like any of the guys in the chat all of a sudden was just scrolling on Instagram and they saw a preview of their face on a video of somebody getting their whole booty cheeks just plowed.
Why you gotta
Like
say plowed? It's
hardcore homosexual loving with your face right on it. That wouldn't do nothing to
you
you.
the bottom.
You the bottom.
You the bottom.
With your
Okay.
voice now. With your voice.
Yeah,
go,
with your whole voice.
Daddy, Poppy. That ain't enough. What you doing? I told you this was a WAP, right? Like, how you feel? How you feel?
Yeah, would y'all be okay with it? Not the hubby came in the wrong part. Hey, somebody no.
I want to know. I want to hear the answer. How would you
You ever
feel? It's just
say-
an image, right? It's just an image, right?
It's just the image. It's saying she should be okay. It's technical legal part. If they are not selling, it's on. They're making money. It's on sites for distribution. Just like on YouTube, you can make money. That person can make money from.
And keep in mind, that's following you your whole
Yeah, and
social
it's
media
out there.
career. People is
Yeah.
sending to your DMs, under your comments. You know, Instagram just started letting us put GIFs. Imagine they start just putting little GIFs under all your videos.
Your pornography you didn't do and didn't consent to.
Right. Now your family got to
could
see
sue
it.
them. And that's the thing about the AI regulation. She could sue them because that was made with nefarious intents. Like
Yeah.
that's sex work, that's exploitation. Like that's on a whole nother realm. Now you may have a little more issues with covers of songs, but even still, I think the record companies could come for these people if they wanted to. But you definitely can sue somebody for using your likeness, making a deep fake of you, y'all. Like, and putting you on explicit content. You can absolutely sue somebody if they can find who made it.
Greg,
That's
wow.
absolutely something. Your likeness is actually a thing. In a lot of contracts, when people sign contracts, they give the permission to use your likeness. When you go on Instagram and stuff, or some of these things, like they can actually use what you post on their site for promo, and that's in the accepted terms that they can use that. So you'll see in a lot of contracts it says that. So I'm like, you can absolutely sue somebody for using your likeness with that on something that is damaging, especially if you have a brand. So I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying there's nothing you could do about it. I mean, she could try. She should. She should try to go after them.
Yeah,
She
I
should
know
try
I
to
would be
have it
trying.
removed.
I don't care how
Yeah.
futile it is. I know I would be trying. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
would go
exhaust
try to
all
get it.
options.
She could go and ask for it to be removed. If she could find who's posting it, she can go after them. Like there's
Mhm.
absolutely something I think you can do. Like that means she could sue if they make her image of a pumpkin. You can sue people for using your likeness on things. Like I don't know why people struggle with this.
I mean, we're gonna act like we just didn't see Tasha K.
Right.
Get her
Like that
ass
is really a
sued.
thing. Now, like
And she
a
just
lot of these,
recently lost the appeal too, and legit got to come up off their millions.
yeah, that's like actually a thing. And I know like a lot of smaller businesses like make t-shirts with people's faces on and fan stuff, but like if those people actually wanted to come after some of these businesses, they could. And then some of these people who make it, the more money you make, absolutely you can. I agree, it shouldn't happen. A lot of things shouldn't happen. It's the fact that you can't do anything about it. I think the use of an image, and if it's on those sites, they might be making a profit from it. So that's what I'm saying. Like she
Them
possibly
clicks.
could go for them because it's like YouTube. If I started making a bunch of money from doing something like Tasha K, made all that money, got all that following from dragging Cardi B, and Cardi B sued her.
The hell
So it's
out
the
of her.
same. Yeah, and she was finna lose that. I'm sure there are legal actions that can be taken. I wouldn't care. You could put me on both girls and two girls, one cup. I downloaded and show it to people. It's the invasion of privacy by appropriation. They already have laws about using underage faces in videos, but it's not her body. It doesn't matter if it's her body.
Yeah.
Bodies don't exist without heads and faces on them. So
Yeah,
if my face is on a
really
body,
breaking it down to
yeah, people
I
think
feel like
it's
it's just
me.
different, huh?
I said if it's my face on the body, they're gonna assume it's all me.
Right. But keep in mind this also is like, you don't represent everybody. Same way I don't represent everybody. Like I am kind of the same with you. I probably wouldn't have a crazy visceral reaction just off seeing it immediately, but if it was something where people were just like continuously posting it all over my social media and like family and random ass people that don't like my coworkers and stuff and all this stuff, everybody was seeing me in this way, even if it wasn't my body, I'd probably start to feel a way about it and I would want it removed. But that's me. There's levels to how I would feel about it versus other people who would just literally vehemently they just do not want to be seen like that. Yeah. And they should be allowed that type of privacy. Like they should be allowed that type of.
And I think that's the thing. Like people are referencing, that's a writing. That's a fan fiction. That's a writing that doesn't have your face. When you start talking about the likeness of people, they're like, you can do comedic likeness. Like if you wanted them to say vulgar things, like there's somewhere in the law where people, people make those cartoons, like but I can't parody cartoons and stuff where you like draw extreme, whatever. There's space in the law for that, right? You're drawing these parodies of characters that are like these extreme. You know how you look at those funny, newspapers or comics and the people look really exaggerated and funny. Like there's room in the law for you to do that kind of stuff and not face like, legal action by the people. But I mean, we have to be honest, this isn't that.
Yeah.
Like this isn't a cartoon where I know it's not you. This isn't a writing where it's not you. This is a video where if someone got a hold of it, they would think it's you. If your kids saw it, they would think it's you.
Oh, bitch, you brought up the kids. I done completely. That would be on a whole nother level for me. And I just took this so much more serious than I did before. Kids.
I mean, you can't compare that to somebody writing a fan fiction about you or drawing a cartoon that looks like you were drawing you as a comic book character. That's not what we're talking about. Somebody's going to see this and think it's you. You're not going to look at a drawing and think it's me. They're not the same.
Yeah. Like, like just because you drew it doesn't mean I'm actually out here in these streets committing these acts.
Right.
And I mean, yeah, you can say the same thing for the deep fakes, but at the same time, it is a fucking replica. Or what do you call it? Yeah, it's
replica,
it's visually seeing that happen. It's a replica. It's a like I don't want that. if I had a clone right now, if they officially made cloning a thing, I wouldn't want my clone out here in the middle of the street busting it wide open.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. My clone has to be snatched up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see how
Big
they would
time.
go if they had some let them find out the president or the vice president was on some deep fake pornography and see how quick they would get their ass snatched up. If it's not, that's gonna have to be the scandal.
Next, Donald Trump gonna get caught with deep fakes. What's her name? Miriam.
Who?
The independent presidential. Well, she was independent, I think, before, but she's running Democrat now against Biden. Oh,
I'm zooming into this.
Oh, this the Keanu Reeves one.
Yes. So this is another one. It's like one thing, I guess, to put it on a TikTok where they're not doing anything. But this person has a whole TikTok page. Like it's a whole TikTok account where it's just
like this is not Keanu
Reeves deepfakes. Yeah.
He is doing none of this stuff.
No, but this is kind of like this is just what they do. It's just like little short videos of somebody around the house pretending to be Keanu Reeves, just doing random stuff. Like it's a whole page.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. This is what like this is what I wanted from. I just wish Beyonce would give us a Snapchat.
Beyonce would have their head
that Snapchat exists, and I need one day in the life video, just one. Like, is that out of 20 years? I feel like we owed that.
Right. I was like, but Beyonce ain't playing with them. Which brings us to the final question that we'll consider with our last 2 minutes of the show is, what do you think is going to be the scandal that pushes lawmakers to finally catch up with this deepfake AI technology? Because like Greg is mentioning here in the last comment that the legal writing is the same and it's not exactly caught up to what people can actually do with technology now. I do agree with that. So what do you think is going to be the thing that really makes them say, hey, we got to get together and regulate this? What do y'all think it will take? What do you think, Twan?
If there were deep fakes of every Jewish head of every major company in entertainment, that would do it. Because what I tell you, when somebody attacked the Jewish, I'm telling you, they go down quicker than any other group of people.
Like head executives of company come out and it's just like
you saw the way they put Kanye's tail between his legs.
Yeah, they was not playing. That'll be true. That was a good one. I hadn't thought about that. Anyone with the means to take it is yes. It'll have to be somebody with the means to really take it that far, Yeah. You can't sue celebrity impersonators no matter how much they look like the actual celebrity. And that's true. I just think the law doesn't have, it's just not caught up to where it is. I don't think it happens. The Supreme Court would strike it down. I don't know. I think it would happen to politicians or like Twan was saying, some people with the means and the influence. But
now, wouldn't that
I don't know. I think it's going to get out of hand. Like we could say that maybe it's not out of it at that point now where it's like so out of hand, but I let it be some political stuff. I think
if the two houses have something to go against together, if there's some deep fakes of some really high up people in politics from both sides.
Oh yeah, for this election.
Yeah,
because y'all know this next election finna be a hot mess with all this AI. They already do misinformation campaigns like normally for things. Can you even imagine the misinformation that's going to be coming out with all this AI?
The stuff that's actually like I could already see Trump messy ass talking about putting out a video with actual deepfake tech in it, and like in a scenario where like Biden's just doing something egregious.
Biden might be a fucking deep fake now.
You stupid.
I'm just you can't convince me Biden don't be in deep fake mode sometimes.
It do feel like he's buffering a lot of the times.
he do be buffering, and then sometimes he looks so different than he do other times. Like I swear, Biden be he got like 3 different versions. I think Biden be deep faking some of these speeches. That's all I'm saying. But it's about to be a mess because they already do smear campaigns. So I think it's going to be the politics, or like you're saying, these execs, or if it really starts taking money out of their pockets, I think they'll be pushed to rally for it. I don't know exactly what would start to take the money out of their pockets, but whatever that is, that's what's really gonna get them going.
I mean, now I'm even thinking about just the way this could just mess up, like just voting in general. Like you said, misinformation. Like the amount of people that legitimately live their life by headlines of Facebook, Instagram, never clicked see more, never clicked the whole article. You know what I mean? Like the amount of people that would probably see a random ass clip. Like if deep fakes were the point where they could put like a president in front of a rally or something and say something just ever so slightly off, and they take that as all they
People
needed.
would believe it.
You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And to the point where they probably wouldn't even like think to share it for confirmation, just be like, oh yeah, he can't have my vote.
Yeah.
And just
it's
latch on
gonna
to
be
that.
a hot ass mess. And people are gonna know that. It's not that you're like trying to convince everybody that this is a real thing, but enough people, you know. And when it comes out, because I mean, it's going to be a hot mess. Greg said the risk of restricting the First Amendment is great to change the laws over. Is too great to change the laws over. No, I definitely don't think the internet pornography is going to be enough to move them to change anything. People getting exploited, especially women getting exploited for sex work and pornography, is not going to be enough to move most of you men. So I don't believe that. So that's why I think the next question was, what do you think it would take to actually move them to do something? I definitely don't believe that's going to be enough, because you know, the pain and suffering of other people doesn't typically move a lot of people now, does it? Unfortunately. The AI using a famous person likeness to disturb electrical grids and commit, that might do it. Touch Noir, that might get the people going. So we definitely think it'll have to be something related to the terrorist kind of realm or political or something like that, or the messing with the election or something like that. I think one of those 3 would be what it would take for lawmakers to really take it serious, I think.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. So we're gonna wrap it up. Don't forget, this part will be gone. So if you didn't get it now, you're not gonna get it. But
I'm sorry. I can't not believe I just said my workplace. That's crazy.
my name was on here. Should we might delete this?
Right. This was a fun video for us live.
This was really cute. I'm glad y'all had got a chance to experience it live, because this video is going to be gone, okay, when this is over. So I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Crazy.
So don't forget to keep it cute. Oh, I was supposed to play Michael Jackson Munch on the way out. Hold on, I pulled it up.
Well, as I do have one final thought about all this before we head on out, which is, if I was to ever, I don't know, if my browsing history or if my Google Drive got leaked or something, y'all not gonna get me to apologize for looking at a deep fake of Shamar Moore and Idris Elba. Like, I don't care. Y'all, I'm not gonna come on here crying. I'm not gonna come over here with my boo thing in the back. I'm gonna stand up in it. I'm gonna tell you like it is, and you're gonna have to move on. Cancel me.
It was like, yeah, it was me. Cancel me. Okay. I'm glad this won't exist, because you might be singing your tune different in a few years, and I don't want nobody to be able to reference this. So I'm glad it's going to be deleted. I'm glad y'all enjoyed this show.
Listen.
And with that being said, y'all, you know, if you're going to consume adult material, watch consenting people.
That is very true. In my mind, they both said yes.
And don't be a munch. With that being said, we finna listen to Michael Jackson hitting that munch. And y'all.
You thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch. Nigga, you know he get it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like, you thought I was feeling you?
Jamon.
That nigga a munch. Nigga, you know he get it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like, get what I was saying.
I am so dead.
Don't be mad, I be on the scene. I still fight, can't fit that jean. Use my stitch, but it's not what I see. I know that way, I'm keeping it clean. Fucking with niggas that's doing that beat. So you know me, but what do you mean? That's what can you like that on me? That is bitch, all you shitting me. And if you ain't a body, can't stand with me. I swear that these bitches are my enemies. Niggas be treating me. It's not breathing. I'm gonna try. don't need me. I was feeling you. Nigga, you that he hit it for lunch.
I'm so mad at this.
I'm so mad it's skipping.
Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like you thought I was feeling you. That nigga munch. Nigga, you that he hit it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like bitch on my body, I see on my body, I do it like.
I do want the. You thought I was feeling you. I want that to be a little grittier, a little harder.
You like the jewelry, I wear my boots.
It's a little small.
Don't want your love, I just want the boot. Grabbing my.
Sorry, I'm loading.
She cruise like a shorty a fan. Yeah, plastic to the brand. He mad as fuck, I won't give him a chance. Just know he gon' do what I say. Do what I say, I be stuck in my ways. Stuck in my stuff. He gon' do what I say. Do what I say, I be stuck in my ways. You thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch. Nigga,
Yeah, that need to be a little harder.
Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like you thought I was feeling you?
You thought I was feeling you?
Nigga, you that he ate it for lunch.
Yeah,
Bitch on my body, I
like
get what I
harder.
want. Like.
I'm dead. Woohoo! Had the ad libs at the end. All right, y'all have a good evening.
Take it easy.
It's skipping. Bye.